Good day, everyone. Today, we will discuss Article 1.2 of the Philippine Electrical Code, which cover permits and inspection certificates. This article is very important because it explains when electrical work is allowed to start, who is responsible, and when power can legally be connected. So in simple terms, this article defines the rules that keeps electrical work safe, legal, and professional. It has actually 3 parts video explainer under Article 1.2. I will encourage you to watch all the videos in the link provided below. Let me explain with a simple idea. Behind every wall is a system built on trust. So we trust that the wire inside the wall will not overheat, that the breaker will protect us, and that the building will not catch fire. The trust that does not happen by accident. It exists because electrical systems are designed, installed, and approved under the electrical code, starting with the electrical permit. So, when electrical work is done without rules, the consequences are serious. Alam natin yan that unregulated work leads to fire hazards, injuries, and electrocution. These are not rare events. They are real cases we see every year. So, minsan nakikita natin yan sa mga news. This is why PEC or our electrical code exists to prevent these outcomes before they happen. And the very first protection is securing an electrical permit. So, Article 1.2 of Philippine Electrical Code, electrical permit is not just paperwork. The permit is the principle actually. It is the official approval from the government that confirms the work is planned properly, code compliant, and professionally accountable. So once a permit is issued, every wire and circuit becomes part of a system that someone is legally and professionally responsible for. So hindi basta-basta, di ba? So the electrical code is very clear on this point. Before starting any electrical work, an electrical permit must be obtained. This applies to owners, lessors, operators, occupants, and licensed electrical practitioners, whether it is a new installation, a repair, an installation, an alteration, or an extension. The rule is simple: no permit first, no work at all. That's section 1.2.1.1. Responsibility in electrical work is shared, not transferred. So the building owner, the professional electrical engineer, the licensed practitioner, REE or RME, and the building officials all forms a chain of accountability. Under the Republic Act or RA 7920, hiring a licensed professional does not remove responsibility. It makes accountability clear and traceable. Okay? So, electrical engineers like PEE, REE, and RME is the architect of electrical system. The PEE designed the system, or REE, sign and seals the plans and submit a valid PRC license and professional tax receipt. So, every year kinukuha natin yan. REE can supervise or RME execute and install. When a PEE signs a plan, it is a professional statement that the design was engineered, calculated, and code compliant. So the licensed electrical practitioner is the professional in charge of executing or supervising the installation. So sometimes we assign registered electrical engineer and a registered master electrician. These persons ensure that the actual work on site follows the approved plans. Posting a valid PRC license and PTR shows that the work is done by trained and accountable hands. So that is an assurance. Electrical safety begins on paper. So the code requires 5 complete sets of electrical plans including layouts, load schedule, panel diagrams, and specifications. So it was stated in our Philippine Electrical Code. All plans must be signed and sealed by professional electrical engineer, and these plans guide inspector, installer, and future maintenance. So mahalaga yung mga nakalagay sa PEC natin. So here we see the difference between the wrong way and the professional way. So the wrong way is hiring unlicensed worker and starting immediately. So medyo ito kalimitang ginagawa pero dapat hindi na natin pinapractice, lalo na kung doon sa nabanggit ko kanina that for the new installation, for repairs, and for an alteration. So the wrong way is hiring unlicensed worker and starting immediately. Medyo talaga hindi magandang tingnan. So the professional way is to hire a licensed engineer, either RME, REE, or PEE, and apply for a permit. Then submit signed plans, wait for approval, and only then begin installation. So this is how safe electrical work is done. The government also has responsibilities, lalo na dun sa mga binanggit kong tatlo, new installation, alterations, and major repairs. Once an application is submitted, it is checked immediately by the OBO electrical engineer. So for large project, review is allowed but only up to 5 working days. After that, the permit must be issued. This prevents unnecessary delays and protects professionals. I don't know now if this is observed, so please give me a comment below why it is not followed, and we can ask OBO why. Because it was stated in our Philippine Electrical Code. Once the permit is issued, it must be posted at a conspicuous location. Conspicuous location easily can be seen and accessible, and anyone can see it. So, in the job site, di ba? So along with it, copies of the PRC IDs of the PEE and licensed practitioner like REE and RME must also be posted. This provides visible proof that the work is legal, approved, and professionally supervised. So kita natin yan. Okay? Next, the permit allows you to build, but the certificate of final electrical inspection allows you to connect power. So different yung dalawa na yan. So the electrical permit allows us to build, install. But after we completed it, then we need to apply for certificate of final electrical inspection that allows us to connect to power source. No electrical installation may be energized without this certificate. Temporary certificate may be issued for testing, but permanent power requires final approval from the OBO. Okay, so the same rules apply even in special cases. So temporary installation is still require permits and inspection and have expiration dates. If electrical service has been disconnected for more than 1 year, a new final inspection certificate is required before reconnection. So remember that. So in the end, with the golden rule, as we say, no permit means illegal, unsafe, and unprofessional work. Electrical permits protect life, property, and public safety. They ensure that only licensed professional practitioners are in charge and the electrical system can be trusted. So, this concludes our discussion of Article 1.2, Part 1, Permits and Inspection Certificates. Always remember, the electrical permit is not a burden. It is our protection, your accountability, and your professional shield. See you on Part 2.